Hi there, this is Adriane Stevanov, parish council member of the St. Nicholas Orthodox Church in Lawrence, Kansas. Today was a spectacular day. Today, May 18th, 2025, Sunday, we had a great celebration for Father Michael, his wife Matushka Kim. It was Father Michael's 25th celebration of being part of our church, the St. Nicholas Orthodox Church. So let's take a peek at this videotape and enjoy the festivities.
In Chicago. What are the things to do in Chicago? Of course, among the myriad of things to do in Chicago, including visiting all the wonderful restaurants, is to visit our own diocesan cathedral, Holy Trinity Cathedral in Chicago. It's very historic. If you don't know the history, you should look it up. It's also architecturally significant because of who the architect was. The Matushka mentioned to me, and that's where the Tikvan icon is. Well, the original Tikvan icon, if you know the story, was there for off and on for over 50 years, actually, until it was returned to Russia 21 years ago in 2004. But in the meantime, the Diocese of Tikvan, where the icon now is, gave an icon, an exact replica of the icon, to Holy Trinity Cathedral, and it's beautifully enshrined there. It has a silver cover and all the stones, imitation stones, but beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And about a year and a half ago or so, I proclaimed that the Tikvan icon of the Mother of God is the patronal icon for our diocese, and her feast day has been proclaimed as a high-ranked feast in the church, in our liturgical cycle here in the Diocese of the Midwest. We turn to the Mother of God often, asking for prayers for the clergy and the monastics and all the faithful of the diocese. So if you ever get to Chicago and visit Holy Trinity Cathedral, it is worth the visit for a number of reasons, spiritual and historical and architectural. But if you get to Chicago, make that a priority. You can consider it a pilgrimage, actually, to the cathedral and to the icon of the Mother of God of Tikvan. Tikvan Monastery is in northern Russia. It's about a 3-hour drive outside of St. Petersburg. And I was there this last July to celebrate the feast and the anniversary, the 20th anniversary of the icon's return. So the Tikvan icon has a very special place in our diocese. Father Michael Medis, as a sign of my own personal esteem and love for you, I have here a copy of the Tikvan icon. I would only ask that when you pray before this icon, remember the diocese as well. And again, I'm grateful. Maybe we'll have time to say other things too, but very grateful to be here. I'm grateful that you're surrounded by parishioners, friends, and family, and that you're who are recognizing you and thanking God for your ministry for these past 25 years. So, God bless you, Father. We'll also say a few words, Father Timothy Dean.
Christ is risen.
Indeed, he is risen.
I spoke with His Eminence yesterday. I had a funny story happen this week. As we have new people coming to the church, vocabulary is tricky for people. And this young man, he said, your archbishop is in Chicago. and that's his dynasty. I said, no, it's his diocese. But what I was thinking as well is that the dynasty is here in Lawrence, because this is the holy city. You all know I have such a soft place in my heart for this place. It's where I studied architecture and would have found out about Louis Sullivan and Holy Trinity Cathedral and everything. So there's a beautiful connection that's there. Father Mike and I in Chicago on I think it was Tuesday, we were walking. There's like a track that's there that has the stations of the cross around it and stuff. And he and I were walking, and somehow it came up, and I almost blew this whole thing. He said something to the effect of, on Sunday, and I said, well, I'll be with you. And he's like, what? And I said, well, I don't even know what I said to cover up. Let's move on to something. Hopefully I did. But Father Mike, as His Eminence mentioned in his homily today, that all of our stories are sacred and how we get to the church. And so Father Michael's story and Kim's story is intimately connected with Holy Trinity. And of course, there's a piece to that story that is much less than sacred. And that is, for all of you here that have been around Holy Trinity a long time, it connects to Paul Broderick. And so one of the very first visits that Father Mike had to Holy Trinity, in essence, they heard Paul Broderick say, shut the GD door, because bulletins were flying all over the place. So welcome to Orthodox. So just to think of the history and everything, and how beautiful it is, how God somehow ties everything together, that your journey began here, you went off to seminary, you're in New Jersey, connect with now our Archbishop, you were just friends, and here we are now like this. And then now you're back in the sacred holy city. You can just look around and know how much the connection is with Holy Trinity. I suspect that there will be many coming from liturgy over here as well. And so this is truly a wonderful day, and we are so blessed to have you in the diocese, the dynasty here in Lawrence. What a blessing it's been. So we love you dearly. Congratulations on 25 years, and may there be 25 more here in this beautiful place. Christ is risen.
Is risen.
A peaceful and prosperous life, health, salvation, visitation, furtherance in all good things grant, O Lord, unto thy servants the Archpriest Michael and Matushka Juliana and all their family and friends gathered here this day, and preserve and protect them, O Lord, for many years.
God grant you many years. God grant you many years. God grant you many, many years. God grant you many, God grant you many years. God grant you many years. God grant you many, many years. Truly is risen.
I just want to make a quick announcement. Thank you everyone for coming, for keeping this a secret. I have told a lot of tall tales to get to this today. Just FYI, we have a beautiful luncheon outside prepared by the women of our parish, so please join us for that. There is a bathroom. It is over on the other property, and there are signs leading to that. So thank you for coming and enjoy.
Glory to thee, our God. Glory to thee, our God. Glory to thee, our God.